Hi, welcome to Trading Battle number 10 on our special Friday the 13th edition. We hope nobody is spooked out too much by the markets. Markets are actually kind of relatively calm, except for maybe crypto today. And today we have an incredibly special show. Two very talented traders from really across the world. On one side of the world, from New Zealand, we have Andrew Mitchem with us today. Hi, Andrew. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Andrew, good to see you. And from Thailand, by way of Montreal, Canada, we have Etienne Crete, my old friend, and he is trading from Thailand. But, he'll be joining us, and he's a world traveler. He loves to trade and travel, which is something maybe we'll talk to him about a little bit as we get into the show. Hi, Etienne. Comment ça va?
Hi, good to be here, of course.
We have Friday the 13th, but it's August, a little bit of a sleepy summer doldrums. Some of the traders are on the beaches having a good time in Saint-Tropez and the Hamptons. But nevertheless, there is still some action in the marketplace. And we are going to jump right in today. I'm going to ask you guys to place your best 3 trades as our first challenge of the day today. Andrew is a very interesting trader. He likes to trade what I call turns. He likes to find pivots in price action. He's a purely technical trader. And he applies this methodology both on a short-term basis and a longer-term basis. So today I'm going to put him a little bit on the spot and have him give me 3 of his best short-term trades as we head into Friday the 13th. Talk to me, Andrew. What do you like today?
Boris, I'm liking the British pound Canadian dollar short. I'd be happy to jump into that straight away now. And put a stop on that one at around the 172.84 level.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into pound CAD at I gotta find it. So about 72.70.
Yep.
With a stop where? Where's the stop? I'm sorry.
Just above this high, so about the 172.74 level.
Etienne, mon ami, what are we doing?
Yeah, sure. So my first trade is on the ideal type. I'm going to go on Euro AUD. I'm going to go long on this one. So we have a range. It's kind of a mix of both. I'm aiming for, because we had this big up move before, for price to continue that way after the range here. So I'm going to go long over here. This is 1.5993 or so. I'm going to put stop loss here below the low at 1.598 or so. And I'm targeting probably at least 2 to 1. So probably the next high over here at 1.60. So maybe put a target a bit at 1.50 or a bit before. And that would be my target for this trade.
Right there. Hey, Etienne, what are those little red-green triangles on your charts? Are they some kind of surprise?
This is the indicator I quoted for my strategy with Bollinger Band. It's a simple reversal for Bollinger Band. So I'll show you how that works with the other trades later for sure. But it's a simple tool that kind of looks for a break of the Bollinger Band with a push within the band after.
I see. So like this, the red tells you that there's a sell reversal, and the green tells you there's a buy reversal kind of.
Yeah, they're not clear signals, but if you put the Bollinger Band on it, you'll see it's when price breaks. That's some kind of price action pattern, like an engulfing candle or something of the sort. Then it would enter below the low of this candlestick, for example. So in that case, that wouldn't happen. But some of the trades would be better.
We're all very much flat, and that's expected. But let's see, because by the end of the session, we could have some movement over here. So let's see if we can get ourselves going. Yeah. Now, here comes challenge number 2, and this one is my favorite because it always makes traders a little bit out of their comfort zone. We're going to do 2 things to take them out of their comfort zone and just see how lucky they are. We're going to ask them to sort of sidestep their longer-term charts first, but most importantly, we're going to ask them to completely step outside of their comfort zone as far as the instrument goes and trade an instrument that they generally do not trade. So when it comes to Etienne, that's going to be indices. And I'm going to ask him, give me an indice trade right now that you like, and we're going to take a look at the chart and see what Etienne comes up with.
It looks a bit strange in the indices right now because it's all pretty much up. So the DAX was up. By a lot, by the way, the S&P was up also. That was as well. So not much you can do there except going long, in my opinion. It's going to be really hard to do.
I agree.
Also, to see you on a... Any question?
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, you're looking at the SPUs. You want to looking at the S&P 500. You just want to get long 44, 60, 65.
So I was going to get long. Yeah, I was going to get long on this. I was going to look on the 1 hour chart, the 15-minute chart. It's pretty much all the same. Looks really like bullish.
Right.
We had a nice setup here before, but that's something that I would trade with my Bollinger Band, but not now.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, the indices aren't going to go anywhere. I trade them all day long.
That makes sense. I would want to put a stop right away for sure if I were trading for myself, but in that case, if you can leave it open a little bit, then that's fine by me.
So Andrew is an old time Forex trader, but what's interesting, and I'm actually curious as to why not, he really doesn't, you don't trade crypto that much, right? Is that correct?
No, I don't, but I'm about to take a sell on Bitcoin though.
Oh my goodness. All right. So Biddy trading, Biddy is really strong today. As a matter of fact, crypto is really the only story in town. I think we're at 46. Last quote is 46,322. One of the interesting things about Andrew that I find fascinating is Andrew is really a turn trader. He loves to pick turns. Yeah. So because he likes to pick turns, he's sort of just saying, there's possibly a short kind of, crypto is kind of exhausted for the time being. He's looking for Bitcoin to retreat from these levels a little bit.
I'd like to put a stop above this high here. So at 46,470 is a stop loss.
Okay.
46,470 and a profit target at 46,015.
Wow, you really picked the top. I love this because I've never seen anybody trade crypto with $100 stop, because that's literally a sneeze in Bitcoin land, and I think it may be working for you. It's incredible. It's really moving your way. Good for you. Coming up to our final challenge of the trading session, which is the trade for the week ahead. This one is a longer term trade, and this, by the way, is much more in the wheelhouse of both traders who are longer term traders, and they like to position themselves. And I find what's interesting about the trading challenges that we've done many times is I'm of course a very short term trader, and so is Kathy, and the short term traders win in the 1 hour time frame all the time. But because we allow these trading battles to continue for the full week, a lot of times the longer term traders come back and just clean our clocks on longer term trades. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned here. Andrew has an idea for us, and I wanted to share it with him. Now, Andrew is going to go to the weekly chart and share with us what he thinks is a really interesting setup here. So what do we got? We have...
Boris, can I cheat and give you two?
Yes, absolutely. We have two. So first, he's actually showing me, what are we going to go with first, Andrew?
We've got Euro franc. Okay. On the weekly. Now, this is assuming it closes by the end of this week, very similar to this. I'm looking at entering two positions again. So one, the retracement, one, the market.
Andrew, it's interesting when I'm looking at this chart. If you go backwards, like, 20 or 30 weeks, you have a very similar pattern right there. Yeah, like the next red arrow, see that right there? That pattern is almost identical to the one that's shaping up now. And that's the thing about that pattern, is that it took like literally 10.5 weeks, I think, to work that out. Would you be patient enough to hold on to a trade like that?
No, not at all. But what I do like with this is, because I'm using the Bollinger Bands as resistance levels in this case, this candle here actually closed right on the upper band.
Okay.
And it closed next to all this resistance. This candle here, because our bands are opening, I'm now getting out before that middle band. I don't need to break, because I'm drawing my fibs over this candle.
Right. That's so interesting.
Second trade, pound Canadian, also the weekly. So in this case, it's coming off the upper Bollinger Band here. And we've hit that level. It looks to be overbought, looks to me to be dropping. I'm liking the fact that today the pound's looking weak, the Canadian's looking strong on the daily anyway.
Right.
And so I'm looking at this to drop.
We're going to go to Etienne, who's got his big trade of the week. What do you like as a longer term idea going into next week? Because my friend, we got to get you caught up to Andrew, because he's running on this euro on the whopping 4 pips that he's making in euro yen. No, it's up to 7 pips. He's really, euro yen is your one trade that's carrying the load right now.
It is. Nothing else is.
Nothing else. But hey, we'll take it. All it takes is one trade. That's what it is. So talk to us, Etienne. What do you like? What do you think is gonna-
So for next week, well, 2 reversal trades based on support resistance areas. The first one is on Euro USD, and I'm looking here to buy. Right, so we are getting to this level here, 1.17. So this is first of all a round number. It's also a place where price reversed a couple of times in the past, over here before, and of course many times before that, of course. So that's what I'm looking at. I would be looking to buy right here, I think a market order, and place a stop loss ideally below this low over here. So buying market, so now at 1.174, and I would try to put my stop loss a bit below the wick here, so 1.167.
So I'm noticing a pattern in Etienne. Etienne loves to buy, and I guess maybe sell also, but definitely buy early double bottoms. Like he's looking for that early double. Like this is a clear double bottom in the euro if it's forming. If he can catch that move, that's obviously a multi-R move, multi-risk reward move. If the turn happens, and I guess that's sort of like seems like your bread and butter setup. You like to to get those. But by the way, what's interesting is that both traders come at this from a very, very different analytical framework, but very similar approach, because what they're looking for is catching turns early where you have the greatest potential for reward with the least amount of risk involved, because the risk is clearly defined and the reward gives you ample room to top of the range or break of the range or stuff like that. Very interesting. And I guess you trade the short to the same side, right? You'd be looking for that early double top reversal with all of your Bollinger Band and triangle indicators as additional inputs into your analysis, right? Is that right?
Yeah, similar, very similar.